But if he does more of this, I think he hurts himself in the general. I think people are right. He elects Hillary Clinton, so go for it. Because this is the kind of thing that will come back and bite him. And I'm not saying it's going to ruin his race, and I'm not saying he's going down in the polls next week. I am saying I feel a turn in the way he's acting of late that will impact him.
Donald Trump has two challenges. One, he has to get above 25%. He can't do that by fighting somebody every day. I understand that.
Yeah.
Secondly, right now, if a general election were held, he would get slaughtered by Hillary Clinton.
That's right.
He has won the short game.
Not getting ready for the general.
He has won the short game. He now has to figure out whether he wants to win.
And he continues to play it.
He needs to figure out whether he wants to win the long game or not, Mike.
Well,
but make no mistake, he is winning the short game right now.
Part of Donald Trump's appeal, if you go to his rallies, Donald Trump is of the moment. He's not long range. He's not telling people where we're going as a country. He is of the moment, and he self-validates his crowds. If you stand there in that crowd at Trump's rallies, he speaks to the anger in the country. He speaks to the anxiety in the country. He speaks to the fear in the country. And as he speaks, people recognize one thing. You feel this when you're with them, that they are there with a winner. He doesn't talk about the polls just frivolously because he has nothing else to talk about. He talks to the polls because he's kind of a marketing genius, okay? In addition to having one of the greatest memories of all time.
Yes, he does.
Right?
Well, except for the reporter.
He speaks, you know, you're with a winner. Gene, I don't know if you've been to one of his rallies, but the self-validation in the crowds is really interesting to experience.
Well, you know, you're right about the self-validation, but all this, oh, woe is us from the Republican establishment is a bit ironic, right? Because the entire party has helped create the atmosphere in which Donald Trump thrives. You know, Barack Obama is the worst thing to happen to this country, you know, since World War II or since whatever. You know, everything is going to hell. We have no national defense. We're weak in the world. We're this, we're that. They created or helped create this anger, this resentment, this frustration that Trump so adroitly channels and is using, and then they're like, oh, woe is us, oh, what happened? What happened to the voters? They've lost their minds. Well, you helped drive them crazy. So, you know, I mean, it's kind of reaping what they sowed, basically.
And Willie Gene's exactly right. We always talked about Bush derangement syndrome. There has been Obama derangement syndrome, and for 8 years, every bill that passed, you would hear somebody go on the floor going, freedom died tonight. America.
What was that?
Well, that would you know what, you can fill in the blank of about 20, and a lot of them are running for president. Today, freedom was lost.